Today is part 4, the final part to my college series. For those who don't know me, my name is Liz, and I am a blogger at LizMargaret.com, which is a platform I use to encourage other young women in their faith. But if you're not a Christian, that's totally okay. I'm just sharing practical advice that has helped me in my college experience, and that I want to share to help you, whether you're just starting college or if you're in the middle of it. So let's get started. The topic for today is all about finding a major, career planning, and networking. So it's all future-minded. What helped me to plan for all of these things in college, and just helpful tips that could help you. So the first thing is all about finding your major. Something that helped me was first and foremost knowing that your major can change in college. You can change your mind. And, I think that, for one thing, really takes the pressure off of having to know exactly what you want to do for the rest of your life. Because I thought I did, and I completely changed my mind after the first semester of college. Everybody's experience is different, but just keep an open mind. One thing that really helped me was going to major dinners and events. Sometimes a school might hold events where you can learn more about a major. You can meet people who are also in that major. And that helped me so much when I was choosing my new major, which was English, when I was switching from psychology. I think what was also really helpful for me was that at my school, we didn't have to declare a major until spring semester of sophomore year. Every school is different, but that personally was very helpful because I was able to explore other classes and see what I really like. Something I want to say, if you're at a point where you're completely clueless about your major, if you come in undecided, that is totally okay. That is very common. And something that would help you is looking at your passion. I always like to ask people, if there's something that you could do for the rest of your life, what would it be? What is your dream job? Don't worry about whether or not it seems possible. And by that, obviously, it has to be realistic and it has to, be a real thing. Or you make it a real thing, who knows? Just see what's your passion. Do you like to write? Do you want to go into medicine? Do you dream of being a surgeon? If so, write it down. Like, if that's your passion, see the steps you can take to get there. Look it up. Look up people who are doing what you want to do online, and you'll see what paths they took to get there. Look at a list of majors of your school. Usually on the school website, they'll have exactly what each major is. You can get in touch with the department that way, and that's a great way for you to find out more information about what your school offers, because sometimes exactly what you want to do is right there, but you just don't even know it exists. Go to your department office, go to your major advisor, talk it out, see what options there are. See if your school can help connect you to alumni or upperclassmen who are in your major. If you see a class you like, that's a great way to just get a professor's name that you can connect with and email and meet in person to talk a bit more about their department, whatever area of study they teach. Also, in terms of keeping an open mind about your major, take classes that are both interesting to you and also fulfill requirements. Sometimes you don't get the best of both worlds, and you have to either take something that just fulfills a requirement or what have you. But if you can take something that's both interesting in some way and fulfills a requirement, that's a great way to find out if you want to go further into that study and declare it as your major. Think about what you want to do. For example, if you know that you want to go into the arts, do you have to learn photography? Take a photography class. When you figure out what you want to do, it's okay if you don't have it figured out now. If you just want to learn a skill, take a class in that and see what you can learn. And because that could definitely benefit you in the future. Especially when you start applying to jobs, you can put relevant coursework. So if you take competitive classes, or if you take classes that help you build a certain skill set, you can put that right on your resume, especially if it's in the field that you want to go into, and that will give you such a leg up when you start interviewing for internships and looking for jobs. Also, before you declare your major, make sure that you're keeping up to date with your planning, your academic planning. Sometimes schools may offer an academic planning worksheet where you have a list of all the classes you have, which requirements you've filled, and what requirements you have left. Keep up to date with that. Keep track on that every semester. Check in with your major advisor to see if you're on track and that you fulfill the requirements necessary. Sometimes when you're declaring a major, you have to take a class or two in order to declare it. first. So make sure you know what you have to do to declare a major. So I would ultimately say, in terms of choosing a major, remember that it's okay if you don't have it figured out now. You can totally change it later. Think about what your passion is. Think about how to get to your passion, what classes will help you do that. And talk to people, talk to other students, talk to professors, and these people will definitely help guide you in the right direction. So for career planning, you can totally use college to your advantage. College is a great place, has so many resources for you to think about your career. And you should definitely take advantage of this now, because right now, as you're a student, there are so many people who will help you and want to help you. People love helping students. People love talking about their own experiences to help other students. So please take advantage of the time you have now to plan for your career. One way you can do that is by going to your career services on campus or wherever it is. So career services is there to help students plan for their career. They help with resumes, cover letters. If you come in, you want someone to check over your resume, they're there to do that. They're there to help connect you with finding internships. A lot of times colleges have a database where you can search for internships based on industry, experience, whatever. It also will help you find a job after college, connect you to different things. So please take advantage of career services, build relationships there, and see how they can help you to meet your future goals. Another thing is internships. Internships are so important. These are what's going to give you experience upon your resume, and B, it's also could lead to your future career. Internships, you can find it in many ways. One thing is, again, career services. Another thing is looking online. You can type in, I'm looking for journalism internships. For example, if you really want to go into journalism and you love reading New York Times, look at their careers, look at if they have an internship page, check out different companies that you really like, see if they have an internship page. A lot of times they do, and inquire, send an email, call. Do whatever you can, make those connections, and make sure you do it ahead of time. For example, if you're looking for an internship in the summer, don't wait till May to find an internship, because they probably already have people. But look in the fall or look in early spring and see and get your deadlines in order, so then you know to apply. Usually for an internship, you'll need a resume and a cover letter. Sometimes you just need a resume. So make sure you're doing the proper prep that you need to get where you need to go. I had friends who did internships after freshman year. For me, I didn't start interning until sophomore year, but I definitely believe that you should be using your summer wisely, whether that's taking classes, doing an internship, or making money, summer job, whatever it is. When you graduate from college and you start a career, you're not going to have that same time to build yourself professionally the same that you do now. Another good advice for career planning is extracurriculars. Join clubs, join activities, volunteer. That will help you build experience on your resume and also maybe point to what you want to do for the rest of your life. So the thing is with extracurriculars is that it helps connect you to other people and you get experience doing certain things, especially if it's lined up with what you want to do for the rest of your life. So definitely take advantage of extracurriculars. Personally, I would not overload on extracurriculars, because you have to remember there's other things in college that you're balancing, your social life, your academics. So don't overdo it. I would say if you're doing like over 4, can be a bit much and could be very time consuming. But if you choose like 2 to 3 things that you really love to do it and meet people, gain experience, and enjoy yourself. So yes, that's what I would say, career planning. Take advantage. I think the earlier you know what you want to do, the better. But if you don't know what you want to do early on, don't sweat it, because not everybody knows, and that's totally okay. So even though everyone might seem like they know exactly what you're doing and you don't, that's okay. Keep exploring, keep researching, just put in the work. If you put in work now to figure out what you want to do and take the step to get there, you're going to reap that after college. Another thing that's very important for setting up your future is networking. Basically what that is that you're building relationships with people to help you professionally. People who can connect you to jobs, internships, or whatever other opportunities there are. I think for me, what's very key with networking is don't be a user. Don't be out there just to meet people, just so you can get a leg up on something. Don't do that. People see right through it, and it's not fun. Like, if you want successful networking, build sincere relationships with people. Be sincerely curious to learn more about things. There's so many ways you can network. You can network with other students. For example, if you know that you want to go into TV, get to know other students who want to do that. You know, these could be your partners later on a project that you want to do. Go to events on campus. There's a lot of times networking events held by clubs, job fairs, which are great if you're looking for internships, and you can connect with job recruiters there. Connect with your professors, because a lot of times professors have worked out in a field that you want to go into. So these are practical ways that you can network. Another great way to network is through your internships. If you have an internship, definitely use that as an opportunity for you to build connections with your coworkers. Use it as an opportunity to build connections with people, leaders in the company. Again, people love talking to college students. So if you shoot an email, if you have other people introduce you to people, they will be happy to do so and happy to do what they call an informational interview, which is where you can ask someone questions about their career, their background, and they can give you practical advice. And you can also share about yourself. Keep in touch with them. Keeping in touch as you network is so key, because if something does come up and someone thinks about you, then that could be your next job opportunity. Another thing is that events off campus could be great networking events. This works especially if you're in the city, if there's job opportunities, whatever events there are, you'd be surprised on who you'd be able to meet, and what that can lead to. Also, a lot of schools have an alumni network, so definitely use that. Reach out to alumni, see how they can tell you what they do, how they can help you, because they would love to do that if you are a current student. All in all, when it comes to planning for your future, I would say do your passion, because this is what's going to excite you. This is what's going to motivate you and keep you going. You don't want to do something that you're like, I can't believe I did this. I know it's just for the money, but I hate doing this. So you might as well do something you really love, because what you find, do something you love, the money's going to follow. Everything's going to come a lot easier to you. Another thing is, don't overdo it. You don't want to stress yourself out about the future. There's no point. You do what you can, see what happens. You don't know the future. So just plan for it accordingly, be smart, and don't worry about it. There's no point. It's not going to help you. Ask for help. Don't be silent. You know, if you're struggling with figuring things out, ask for help. You know, talk to people, talk to your parents, talk to your friends, talk to your family, talk to your professors, whoever you can get help from, whatever great guidance you can get, ask for help. It's okay to not have all the answers. It's totally okay. You're going to find a lot of people asking you, what do you do? What do you want to do? But it's okay if you don't have the answer. Just be confident in that, and you're figuring it out. Everybody's figuring things out, especially if you're all on the same page, you're all in college. It's okay to not have all the answers. Don't compare yourself. Instead of comparing yourself, apply yourself. You know, if you see people doing certain things that you want to do, then learn from them. You know, don't say, why isn't this me? Just put the effort you need to do to get your own goals. You don't want to necessarily take someone's path that they did to get to where they are. Everybody put in their own hard work. Build your own path and have patience, and you'll see what that gets you. At the end of the day, I just want to say that college was such a great time for me to really find myself, to find what I love to do. And that's what really led me to finding a job after college and planning for my future. For me, I just kept in mind the fact that I knew that God knew what was best for me, and I put my faith first, and I really did put in my work, but ultimately I just believed and knew that God would guide me, and that's exactly what he did. If you would like any other advice about college, whether it's about your career, whether it's about a major, or any of the other subjects I've talked about in parts 1 through 3 of the series, please message me. I'd love to help you. I'd love to pray for you. Thanks for watching the college series. I really hope that this was such an encouragement to you. I hope that you're excited to start college, and if you're already in college, I hope that you're excited to continue. I'll see you in the next video.